All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. All right, so for today's movement tutorial, we're going to look at a mini flow. As you can tell, I love these little guys, all right? So we'll put together, again, another mini flow. It incorporates a lot of the different things that we've already have done. So like if you're familiar with the lizard crawl's in there a little bit. Also the Shaolin step, I don't know if that makes sense. And then again, just finding like different ways to kind of move in and out of these different flows, perhaps using the squat as a transitional movement. So again, this is one of the things that we do quite a bit of, putting together these flows, and it's a lot of fun. So give it a shot. And I feel also like this particular one, we don't have to break it down into pieces so many times. I'm going to not really break this one down. I'm just going to show you the whole thing, but we will do it in different levels. So I'll show you one way, again, when we get to the lizard part with straighter arms, a little bit of a regression. Then another way you could do it with 2 arms, and then obviously with 1 arm, more challenging. So I'll show you 3 different variations, but we're just going to show you the whole spiel right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, always when we're going to touch the floor, I would recommend do a little bit of wrist prep first. So I think by this time in these tutorials, if you could do some wrist push-ups real quick or move them around, a little bit of something again before we touch the floor. We always want to prep the wrists. So take a quick wrist warm-up for yourself. All right, maybe quick press pause and then get into it. Otherwise, we're going to start in a squat position. All right. So I will come to a squat position, and I'm going to be facing in this direction to start, although I'll be moving in the direction of the camera. All right, so from our squat, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to counterbalance with the arms and the upper body. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step my left foot and extend it out long. And in order to make that happen, I'm going to use counterbalancing. So I'm going to swing the arms to the right. There's a rationale behind that. Again, it's this idea of counterbalancing, as it will make the extension of the left leg out more fluid. All right, so we'll start in a squat position. Maybe I'll extend my arms to the left first, but only then to extend my arms to the right while slowly coming up out of that squat position, extending the left leg along. So now this looks like that drop stance that we talked about. So from here, I'm going to reach the arms in this direction, carefully stepping my right foot far in that direction. Again, that's that Shaolin step. I'm going to rotate my entire body, and I'll place my left palm down. Now I'm going to keep the arms straight for this first round, and I'll go into 3 of the lizard crawls. So straight arm version, we'll do 1, we'll do 2, and we'll do 3. Boom. When you're ready to come back, we'll simply step the right foot up. We're back to our initial starting position. From here, I'll extend the arms again to the right. Left leg extends out long. Shift the weight. It's a big step behind Shaolin step. Rotate the upper body. Left palm comes down. Again, straight arm. 3 of these for the lizards. So straight arms. 1, 2. Third lizard. Right foot steps back, and we're back into our initial starting position. So again, we started from the squat, extended the leg out, we shifted the weight, there was that Shaolin step, then we turned, pivoted, we took 3 lizards, and we returned to our squat position. We will try it again, and this time, instead of the option for the straight arm lizard, we'll show you how it would look with 2 bent arms. So 2 bent arms, otherwise pretty much everything is going to stay pretty much the same. So we'll go through all of these very, very slowly in the initial learning phase, and we'll add a little bit of speed, and then you can always add your own kind of flair into it as well. Starting from the squat, extend the arms to the right, left leg extends out long. Shift the weight, right foot, big step back. Pivot on the feet, bent arms this time, so it could be 1, 2, 3, back to your initial squat. Rotate, left leg extends out. Shift, pivot on the feet, bent arms, 2 at a time. 1, 2, 3. Returning to our All right, we're going to try this one more time, slow, and then we'll move through the flow a little bit faster. So on this third time, when we pivot out, we're going to try to take the lizards with just one arm, and in addition, we're going to add a one-arm push-up. Now, if you've come to class before, I often say, particularly at this portion here when we're talking about the lizard, do not technically make this a one-arm push-up. We want to learn how to use the other body parts to help us push. So it's not just your arm doing a one-arm push-up. We want to try to use the legs as best as we can. And for this variation, we're not going to use the opposite arm. It's going to really be one arm. So let's see how this would look. I'll start in my squat position. Extend the arms to the right. Left leg goes long to the left. Shift the weight. Right foot steps behind. Pivot on the feet. Left palm comes down. Bend left elbow, rubbing up against rib cage. 1. Lizard with that right arm, big reach out. Whoop. Right elbow in close. 2. Left elbow in close. 3. Come back like so. Now, a different foot this time. I'm now extending the right leg out, and it's just because of the way that I chose to come out of that squat, the number of lizards I did. All right, so let's try to go back now. Extend the arms to the left. Right leg goes long. Shift the weight. Left foot steps behind. Pivot on the feet. Right arm comes down. 1. 2. 3. Right foot steps up. We return to the squat. All right. You saw that about 3 or 4 times. And first round was straight arms in the lizard, bent arms in the lizard, one arm push-up. Again, pretty much from the lizard. So I'll try it one more time with the final version that we showed. And I'll try to do it not going as slowly. I tell you what, I'll talk us through it one more time, and then we'll do it without talking. And then again, after watching it a few times, break it down into pieces. Just start. Maybe just do the first 2 or 3 things. I think this is hopefully easy enough where you guys can link this together. Again, if you've been doing a lot of these flows, you're going to start learning them faster than if you're brand new to them. But I feel like at this point we've been doing quite a bit, so hopefully you're picking this stuff up maybe a little bit quicker than we did initially. So let's take another look again at what we just did. So I'll start again from the squat position. Left leg extends out. Shift the weight. Pivot on the feet. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. Ready to go into the next one. All right. I told you again, a mini quick flow. Give it a shot. A little bit of prep of the wrists. Maybe spend some time in a squat, loosen up a little bit. But then just link those things together and see what you come up with. With all of these flows, you can absolutely change the order. You can take some things out. You can put some of your own things in, especially some of that flip dog / kick through stuff that we did from the previous week. Again, if we learn that from the squat position, there's a lot of things that we can do getting in and out of the lizard. You can interchange these flows to make them your own. I would love to see how you take maybe 1, 2, or 3 of these flows, maybe taking a piece from some different ones from previous weeks, and how you link them together on your own into your own flow. All right? Again, try to just practice the pieces. So practicing maybe just the lizard, maybe practicing just the Shaolin step, and then try to integrate them so that they start to connect. And then how creative and clever and smoothly and gracefully can you connect these? And again, I can't stress this enough. Repetition, repetition, repetition. It does wonders. We learn every single time we do a rep, we learn a little bit more of where to shift the weight, where to counterbalance, all these different things. So it's just by practice, 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 repeating, and we kind of get better at these flows. So hopefully you like that one. Again, a nice little fun one. So we do have that for this week's class coming up. Also, or actually that was in our class that we had just done. And then also we'll add on some more strength and mobility work as well. Guys, if you have any questions about the movement program inside, please reach out to me. We are going to try to be adding more classes, whether it's in December or definitely January. We're looking to kind of really start back up with this movement program. We are currently every Wednesday in-house in studio from 6 to 7 o'clock, with 7 to 7:30 being like an optional open gym / handstand session. So if you are interested in coming out, please reach out to me if you have any questions. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this flow. Again, it's a mini one. Give it a shot. Go to the park. It's still beautiful out. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. All right. Thank you so much. Peace. Namaste. I would love to see you tag us in your attempts at these different flows. It'd be really, really cool to see. All right. Thank you, guys. Peace.